Evening, all of you. The purpose of this workshop is to explain you about our courses in PSIR and PSIR foundation course. Okay. Now, in the month of August, we are going to start two of our batches. One is starting from the 21st of August, for which the time is 11 a.m. And there's another batch starting on 25th of August, for which the time is 5:30 p.m. Now, there's a fundamental or there's a slight difference between these two courses, right? One which is starting at 11 a.m., it is a 9 months course, okay? And the other one, which is starting from 25th of August, is a 6 months course, okay? Now, these two courses are different only in one manner, that in 9 months course, there will be proper explanation, doubts would be taken, and the notes would be dictated to you. In 6 month course, what we are doing is that we are just skipping the dictation part. Rest everything is going to be same. That means proper explanation, whatever doubts you have, we are going to take those doubts, everything. Just by skipping the dictation part, we are trying to save the 3 months time. Okay. Now, you can choose according to your positioning, that if you feel that there's some background in the subject or you can manage without dictation, then you should go for the 6 months one. And if you feel that no, you require dictation, you will be making notes by yourself, then the 9 months course. There's a difference in fee also. Okay. The 6 months course is priced at 39,900. You must have seen the admission portal. And the 9 months course is 60,500. Okay, so this is the broad difference between these two courses. I'll explain more about it once ma'am explains it. There's another foundation course, that is PSIR on demand course, right? Now, on demand course is actually the collection of the lectures which we have done in the last concluded batch. जैसे अभी हमारा एक batch finish हुआ जून में. So we have clubbed all the lectures. We have placed it as a recorded lectures in the on demand format. Basically, you will start with lecture 1, then you will move to lecture 2, 3, and similarly you can proceed to the next lectures. The entire lecture has been divided into 3 parts. One part is paper 1 section A, okay. Another part is paper 1 section B. So if you want to start from both the streams, कि भाई 2 दिन हम or 3 days will be doing 1A, next 3 days 1B, that can also be done, but it will be happening in the sequential format. This course is priced at 53,000. Okay, why? Just because they are the recorded lectures, but they are the most recent one. Just to tell you that this year ranked 2. He was the student of the PSIR foundation course in the on-demand format. Since she has switched from commerce optional to the PSIR optional, she was having less time, and therefore she opted for the on-demand course so that she can watch even 2 lectures, 3 lectures per day, and in that way she was able to finish the entire syllabus. So depending upon what is your background in the subject and what kind of studying you require, you can select from either of the foundation courses, the 6 months course, the 9 month course, or the PSIR on demand. There's another course of ours, that is the PGP program, the Postal Guidance Program also, wherein we give set of books. These are the same notes that students write in the class. And then there are explainer videos. So if there are 40 topics in the syllabus, you must have got the syllabus. So there will be 40 explainer videos. That means teacher will be explaining that what all topics we are going to study. Just an overview. It will not be the detailed explanation, of course. Just an overview कि क्या क्या पढ़ना है. And we have weekly doubt sessions also through Zoom. Okay. So basically, there are 4 kind of foundation courses that you get here: the postal guidance program, the on-demand program, foundation course 6 months, foundation course 9 months, and you have to select from these. We also have set of answer writing program, but I think that you require only when you are 2 months through the course. Okay, I can explain later on. So abhi ma'am aap explain kar dijiye, then I'll take questions.
First of all, I welcome all of you, and I welcome all of you not just because you are thinking or you may have decided taking political science as an optional, but also because you are entering into the field or in the domain of political science. So, more than just like the vision here is not just about civil services. The civil services, of course, the core vision, but we all understand that as far as your age is concerned, you are still, I believe, exploring the things. And our experience has been there, like number of times the students, they have developed, the subject is such that students have developed the interest in the subject beyond UPSC also, and they have when they have gone for academics, they have gone for higher learning, because we interact with not many students. Some students, of course, political science is some such subject. Uh, Anybody will fall in love with that, considering the scope of the subject, considering what you all study. You study the best of minds, and taking, I believe most of you have already decided political science as an optional, but I can say that uh, political science is not just a subject. It is, it brings a big transformation in your life. You are meeting best of the minds. You are understanding Indian politics. You are understanding international relations. I always believe that one should look at a bigger picture. The bigger we can see, more we have to bank on the things. And our way of teaching, our way of doing things is very different from the others. And that is the reason we are proud that our students are doing well, not just in UPSC, in many other fields also. So when you are coming for, like, you should first focus on learning, I will say. As time is changing, the approach towards civil services preparation or whichever preparation, you have to change. Until unless there is no change, until unless there is no dynamism, what happens is there are like many people, they will be somewhere left out because the time changes so fast. So our methods cannot be the old methods, and we have to understand the pulse of the things, rather than like why we get the good results, not because uh, we are able, but because we are able to visualize the probability, like these are going to be the probable question. It is very important that you stay ahead of your competitor. If you are not ahead and if you are just responding, it will not be the optimal result. So those who come from, for, I will say, you come here for gaining knowledge, and knowledge is empowerment, and you yourself do not know where the destiny may, what destiny has planned for you. One thing is, studying things, gaining knowledge will always be, there is one thing which has no negative, and that is gaining knowledge, right? And definitely there will be lot of empowerment. So as you know, we have categorized uh, the courses according to the demands of the different sections. And what we have seen that uh, over a period of time, there are so many new players who may not be, because teaching for civil services and I believe teaching for IIT or any other exam, every exam is special. It is very different. And I don't want that students should be making compromise in the sense that if affordability is an issue, then quality compromise should not be there. Fine. So you live only once, you get opportunity to study only once, and whatever you study, it should result into your empowerment. It should not result into the frustration. If ultimately the knowledge you are gaining, the time you are investing, if it, rather than adding to the capacity, if it doesn't give you horizon to think big, and ends up into a frustration feeling that I have compromised, because in order to even clear this exam, your mind should be very strong, your mind should be in a very good condition, you should not feel any compromise. So with this perspective, because the subject has given us so much, subject UPSC, in terms of results, in terms of satisfaction, so the main purpose to bring this course, and we have introduced a parallel stream known as Institute for Humanities. And the vision of Institute of Humanities is much bigger, going beyond civil services preparation. The vision is imparting the quality education across, and not going like because affordability matters. So affordable education does not mean below standard education. And this is the vision, this is what we are determined. And with this, we are going to start this. Now, we have started this Institute for Humanities. One section of Institute of Humanities, earlier we have conducted classes for CUET, we have conducted classes for JRF and other NET JRF, and I believe that everywhere our students are doing well, people are also realizing the importance of political science as well as education. And definitely you should have plan B. Plan B does not mean you should focus on plan B, but one must have plan B. And with this objective, we have started this Institute for Humanities. And again, whether it is UPSC or any other domain, like our students, they are able to clear lot many exams, not just for this particular exam, because of the quality of teaching, the quality of content, and a belief and the strategy that we have to stay ahead of the others. Until unless you don't have that competitive mindset, use your zeal to be better than others, the outcomes will not be as satisfying, because it is your goal, it is also my goal. And I am happy that I am also getting this opportunity. We are also bringing, because what I have seen most of the time, students of political science, they feel that the subject is very dynamic, and how they are going to cover this dynamic part. And then they go for the magazines, which are very substandards, which are very factual, which does not cater to the requirement. And for even UPSC, it is not about accumulating facts, it is about getting the perspectives. There should be some depth, there should be something extra, something different. And the results which we are getting in UPSC is because we are academically sound, and we make our students academically very, very sound. So along with this workshop, I think this is also a good occasion to introduce you with this magazine which I am bringing, because I felt that for the sake of current affairs, you unnecessarily waste the time. And in UPSC, how will you write? You simply cannot write, because the questions in UPSC are based on critical thinking, thought provoking, UPSC doesn't like, they don't repeat what they have asked. The entire challenge becomes bigger. So this is one magazine, I think it's a semi-academic magazine, and if you will read it, you can tell about your friends also who are not giving UPSC about this particular magazine, because uh, this is like something which is going to cover the need, almost every need of the political science aspirant for UPSC, as well as anybody who wants to remain in touch. And what we will be covering in this magazine, we will be covering the important issues, and definitely it is, you cannot like, don't compare it with any magazine which is so-called magazine, fine. So you will get quality content on the IR topics. First of all, another thing is, often students find it difficult to keep track of important events. We have divided this magazine into different sections. You will also get important events. What is important from political science optional point of view? Then there will be a very quality analysis of Indian government and polity section. Along with, I will be, or I have added a philosophical part. So in this magazine, you will get to know about a philosophical angle. We will introduce you with certain thinkers, certain concepts, events, themes, and issues related to Indian politics. And I would like all of you to go through that, read it, and keep on doing this value addition, which is going to help you in this exam, in GS paper 2 and other, and definitely it is going to give you a big edge. Okay, and coming back to the classes, because different students have different type of needs, we have one regular batch, and that is, as he said, it will include dictation, it will include note making, it will include uh, the regular pattern, but some students want to do in the fast forward move. So this 6 months course is also according to, you can choose according to what you require. And here, like, you can take your own running notes. We will be saving the dictation time. And in this course, you will be getting the study material, means class notes you are getting. You are getting good discussion. And this course is very good for the students who may have already some background in the subject. And you can choose the course according to your requirement. Fine. So anything else you want to know from my side? First of all, what I have seen, that when the students come, they are clueless, they don't have a perspective, they don't have an understanding of exam, they start clueless, they start in a very misguided manner, they are not doing the sufficient homework which is required, they are not doing trend analysis, not understanding how things are changing, even questions are not being understood. Is the question focused on the facts, data, or the question is looking for developing your critical thinking? The entire UPSC exam is about developing critical thinking, and our classes have always helped students beyond optional. It has, because political science helps in so many areas. Like, if you are good in political science, you can find ethics very easy. If you are good in political science, your paper cover your GS paper 2. GS paper 2 is anyway the foundation, and that's why we don't even suggest that a student should be doing full-fledged GS courses. We have already one program, 1250 program, you can think about it. Then political science is the base for, or I can say world history, modern India, social issues, almost everything is covered in your subject. And we'll ensure that whichever course you will choose, you will get the satisfaction, and you will get the results. So what exactly do you want to hear? Anything specific from me? Any doubt? Anything? Nothing? No question? Fine. So yes, जो 1250 वाला बैच है उसमें I am taking polity section and essay. Yes, essay is also very important, and world history था नहीं, but I added because I felt that whenever I have to discuss political philosophy, either I have to expect students know, because political philosophy has developed as a result of development in the history. Those who have political science background may have studied Sabine, and Sabine has said that the political ideas have emerged out of the troubled phases of history. Okay, so I always felt either they should know or I should refer it to them. And once you have a clear picture of world history, you get very good clarity over the concepts. Means if somebody is studying Rousseau and people understand how Rousseau's ideas have impacted the French Revolution. If somebody is studying French Revolution and you will study Marx, you will feel that, okay, French Revolution was the laboratory of Marx ideas. And I always believe there is so much integration in the subjects. You should not see, you get different results, you get different outcomes when you do the things differently. And consistently you should be thinking how to do the things, how to bring what UPSC always appreciate more creativity. Okay, so taking this is a time, have you seen the document in Viksit Bharat document? Have you seen? You must read it, right? So Viksit Bharat document, the last, like in the strategy, they like how development and how foreign policy are so much intertwined. For any student right now, if you are starting to study for UPSC, if you are starting to study for governance, if you want to understand where our economic policies are leading, where our environmental policies are leading, where our social policy is leading, where our foreign policy is leading, you should read that document, fine? So everywhere right now, there is no compartmentalization between political theory, international relation, comparative politics, Indian section, social issues, economy, everything. You cannot understand international relations properly until unless you don't understand how economy, because right now if you talk about India-US relations, we're just talking about FTA. I feel right now with every country, the main theme is FTA, and failure to conclude FTA is resulting into there can be question mark on the future of Quad. India is going to organize the Quad summit, but whether Quad, such a strategic initiative, will be there or not, nobody knows. So the only thing is, if you want to learn, you learn well or you do anything well when you enjoy, when you like something. Okay, so you will grasp better. if you will develop the interest. Don't do anything for the sake of doing. Don't do any class for the sake of that, because you can't continue it long. Fine. So develop interest, start developing always ask this question: how I am different from others? What is my uniqueness? What is my unique selling point? Because in a district, there will be only one district collector. If you are not different, if your thinking is not different, if your approach is not different, because ultimately you will not, because this exam is a personality exam. Okay. So whichever course you will choose according to your time, compulsion, finances, whatever, we'll do our best and you'll get your best. Plus, always, like, informally, students of, like, our students, even if they have not done JRF and others separately, they have been clearing. Fine. So now we are conscious of this, and as such, what I want that the subject of political science, more and more people gain benefit out of it, and definitely you will realize that it is a life changing thing, and I hope you will understand, you will enjoy the subject. So anything else you want to know? कुछ स्पेसिफिक में कौन सा ज्वाइन करूं? करेक्ट. Actually, I do not differentiate, but this is keeping in mind the political science. मेन तो पॉलिटिकल साइंस कम्युनिटी के लिए है ये. एनीबडी फ्रॉम पॉलिटिकल साइंस, जैसे कुछ जर्नल्स होते हैं वो इतने हैवी होते हैं कि जो नए लोग होते हैं वो नहीं समझ पाते. जो मैगजीन्स होती हैं वो इतनी लाइट होती है कि उसका कोई रिलेवेंस नहीं होता है. और एग्जाम में आपको क्या क्या डेवलप करना है, उसके बिना एग्जाम नहीं होता. सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है आपको लैंग्वेज डेवलप करनी है. एग्जाम में बहुत सारे आइडियाज डेवलप करने हैं. तो जब तक हम पढ़ते नहीं तब तक हम लिख नहीं सकते. हमको कुछ भी लिखना होगा उसके लिए हमें कुछ पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. फाइन. तो एक मॉडरेट से थोड़ा बेटर आप समझ लीजिए. अकॉर्डिंग टू ऐसे लिखा गया है कि इट इज फॉर पॉलिटिकल साइंस कम्युनिटी, बट प्राइमरीली जो ग्रेजुएशन के बच्चे हैं या एमए के हैं, लेकिन उतना एकेडमिक भी नहीं है क्योंकि यूपीएससी का टच खत्म नहीं करना है. ओके. तो आई विल शो यू. दिस इज गोइंग, मतलब आपको ये जो डर लगता है ना, डायनेमिक पार्ट, तो डायनेमिक पार्ट से डरना नहीं है. इसके कारण एक्सप्रेशंस, कैसे उसमें एक्सप्रेशंस हम लाएं, क्योंकि किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में उसकी लैंग्वेज समझना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. वर्ड्स मेक बिग डिफरेंस. आप एस्पिरेशन यूज कर रहे हैं कि assertion यूज कर रहे हैं. Just like I was taking a class, I was comparing India in Quad and BRICS. So what I said, Quad is India's attempt to gain strategic autonomy, and BRICS is India's strategic balancing. Fine. So can we shift, can we say BRICS is autonomy and Quad is balancing? क्या हम कर सकते हैं? कर तो सकते हैं, लेकिन प्रिसाइज क्या है? क्योंकि हम चाइना के राइस को बैलेंस कर रहे हैं, इसलिए स्ट्रेटेजिक बैलेंसिंग शब्द यहाँ पे यूज हो. ब्रिक्स में जब हम हैं तो हम यूएस के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में काम कर रहे हैं, तो ब्रिक्स में हम स्ट्रेटेजिक ऑटोनॉमी वर्ड यूज करें. तो अगर आप हमारे एक टॉपर थे ना, रैंक 2, वो क्या नाम था, अनमोल शेर सिंह बेदी. तो अनमोल शेर सिंह बेदी है. 2-3 जो मुझे खुद भी कहाँ से आइडिया आया कि क्या चीज़ ज़रूरत है. तो वो जो टॉपर्स हैं उन्होंने हमेशा ये बताया, क्या उन्होंने खास किया, टर्मिनोलॉजी। जो जितना बढ़िया कमांड रखेगा ना पॉलिटिकल साइंस की टर्मिनोलॉजी में कि भाई हमें यहाँ स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप यूज करनी, यहाँ अलायंस यूज करना है, उसी दैट थिंग्स अट्रैक्ट। ठीक है, सब्जेक्ट की अपनी लैंग्वेज है। आप क्वाड लिखे, व्हाट इज क्वाड, अगर मैं पूछूं व्हाट इज क्वाड तो आप क्या बताएंगे? आपको इम्प्रेसिव ढंग से बताना होगा। आपका आगे काम क्या होगा? आपका आगे काम होगा कि आप मिनिस्टर्स की स्पीच लिखें या उनको डॉक्यूमेंट दें या कुछ। तो क्या, हाउ विल यू डिफाइन, व्हाट डू यू डिफाइन, हाउ डू यू लुक एट क्वाड, व्हाट इज क्वाड? अ क्वाड्रिलेटरल डायलॉग फॉर इंडो पैसिफिक। अब इसमें कुछ खास नहीं है। कोई ऐसे बोलेगा तो क्या इसमें कुछ मजा है? और क्या है क्वाड? और अंदर जाइए, व्हाट एल्स इज क्वाड? दैट इज सो indifferent, unattached view of quad. But what is quad in your eyes? Containment of China. So that is so negative. What else? Go deeper. Strategic. So quad's agenda. When you know agenda of quad, then you can talk about quad. Fine. So quad's agenda, from maritime security to humanitarian and disaster. So if somebody will ask, what is quad? I will say quad is a platform to deliver a global good. I will not say quad is a collection of 4 democracies. Its agenda is global good. Somebody can, like when you say quad is anti-China platform, you are narrowing down the scope. China may be one factor, but not that important as a factor. Fine, we are not scared of China. We have much bigger aims. The biggest aim is how to promote sustainable development, inclusive growth, promotion of or managing the 21st century challenges. बात आप वही कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर आपकी लैंग्वेज स्ट्रॉन्ग है तभी आप इम्पैक्ट डाल पाएंगे। आपको एग्जामिनर को कंपेल करना होगा मार्क्स देखने के लिए। आप उसकी सिनेरियो समझिए। सबसे ज्यादा बच्चे पॉल साइंस में लिखते हैं, 3-4 हजार कॉपी हैं, सब इंसान वही लिख रहा है, लेकिन अगर आपकी लिखाई में इम्पैक्ट नहीं है तो मुश्किल होता है। तो लैंग्वेज लेकिन डेवलप कैसे होती है? अगर हम पढ़ेंगे नहीं, अगर हम ये सोचेंगे कि करंट अफेयर्स मैगजीन से 10 फैक्ट्स जान जाएं, फैक्ट्स तो जान जाएंगे, उसमें हमने खुद को परेशान भी कर लिया रटने में, बट इम्पैक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे। और इम्पैक्ट करने के लिए फर्स्ट 3 क्वेश्चंस बहुत होते हैं। अब फर्स्ट 3 क्वेश्चन, अपॉर्चुनिटी भी बार बार नहीं मिलती है। प्रीलिम्स भी ये नहीं है कि इस बार हो गया और अगले बार होगा ही होगा। एक ही अपॉर्चुनिटी में चीजें, grasp the opportunity, then you will have to prepare yourself thoroughly. To be able to do something properly, you should know also. So you should know what is requirement. तो मेरे लिए, मैं when in the class, I always focus, students should develop language. They should understand the term. We play, I play, why not this term? Why only this term? Why this term is so impressive? Why this term is so impactful? Why not anything? And of course, when you want to do something quality, then you should not compromise. Compromise करके पढ़ना है, हाफ हार्टेड पढ़ना है, तो यूपीएससी जाओ ही नहीं, होगा ही नहीं। बहुत स्पेशल आप कर पाएंगे, बहुत एक्सक्लूसिव आप होंगे, तब आप, then you can sit on that seat. And students are not able to write. सबसे ज्यादा तो लिखने में दिक्कत आती है। क्यों नहीं लिख पा रहे? क्योंकि पढ़ ही नहीं रहे। कोई ऐसा तरीका नहीं है कि आप बिना पढ़े लिख लेंगे। अगर मुझे भी कोई ऐसे मान लो पढ़ाना है, जरूरी नहीं लेकिन मुझे कुछ पढ़ के आना ही पड़ेगा, then only the expression will be impactful. Or if you can't make impact, then there is no use. And UPSC is not exam of information. It is not a exam of how much you know. It is about how much you can deliver and how much you can deliver in an impactful manner. भाई एग्जामिनर तुम्हारी कॉपी देखे और फिदा हो जाए, और फिदा ऐसे आसानी से थोड़ी कोई होता है ना, तो बहुत एफर्ट करने पड़ते हैं, वरना कंपटीशन इतना बढ़ता जा रहा है, आप अपनी स्पेस बना नहीं पाएंगे. फाइन, सो लेट मी शो यू दिस मैगजीन. पर्पस वही है कि लैंग्वेज डेवलप हो, आप पॉलिटिकल साइंस की लैंग्वेज बोलने लग जाएं rather than talking about ordinary language. Fine. So this is like really picking up theme of the month. Then, and there are students like who develop so much interest in foreign policy, because right now there are lot many career opportunities. यूपीएससी तो बहुत छोटा सा क्षेत्र रह गया है अभी. फाइन, तो ये सारा जो है ना, पढ़, इससे नुकसान नहीं होगा, तुम्हारा फायदा ही फायदा होगा. सो foreign policy trackers means what we are doing at bilateral, multilateral things. Then flashpoints, global flashpoints, and then Indian section also, because Indian is also very, very important. So polity digest, whatever I feel is important for this month. And scholars, like students are always troubled, scholars कैसे कोट करें, एक दिन में रट के नहीं कोट होता है. कोई भी स्कॉलर का अगर आप कॉन्टेक्स्ट, किसी आर्टिकल का कॉन्टेक्स्ट नहीं समझते तो आप उसको लिखते भी है ना, तो वो बड़ा मैकेनिकल होता है और कहीं का कहीं लिख देते हैं, हम खुद क्लियर नहीं होते हमने क्यों लिखा है, अगर आपने केवल रट के लिखा है. एंड नॉलेज विल बी बिल्ट ग्रेजुअली, स्टेप बाय स्टेप. पेशेंस का गेम है. एनी लॉन्ग गेम इज अ गेम ऑफ पेशेंस. अगर आप बेसिक्स ऑफ एनी गेम नहीं समझते हैं, या बेसिक्स ऑफ एनी कंपटीशन, और फिर ये वाला कंपटीशन, ये एग्जाम सिर्फ स्पीड का एग्जाम थोड़ी है, कोई आईआईटी या वो एग्जाम नहीं है. ये टोटल आपकी वैल्यू सिस्टम का एग्जाम है, आपकी पर्सनालिटी का एग्जाम है, आपकी क्रिटिकल फैकल्टी का एग्जाम है, बहुत कुछ है. ओके. एंड देन फॉर एग्जांपल thinker of the month, because if we do not know thinkers, if we do not know terms, we can't talk. हम political science समझा ही नहीं पाएंगे. And building this knowledge, there will be keywords and key events. तो यहाँ से लेकर के आपका जो मेंस तक है, अगर आपने ये हैबिट डेवलप की, स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, इंटरव्यू है, जल्दी से करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ा दें, उसका जल्दी से हम सिर्फ बता सकते हैं, लेकिन आप नेक्स्ट नहीं बता सकते. इट हैज टू इवॉल्व ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. कुल मिलाकर के अंडरस्टैंड, मतलब what I can say is just you will have to trust someone. आपका मन जहां करता है आप उस पर ट्रस्ट करें, और खुद को भी क्वेश्चन करो कि क्या am I feeling confident with the strategy I have, or there is a need for it, need to change. मेरे से टाइम क्या हुआ? हाँ, बचे हैं. आपको कुछ पूछना है मुझसे? हाँ, हम लोग सारा कवर करेंगे, उतना ही एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, उल्टा ज्यादा करेंगे, ये जानते हुए कि बच्चा लिख नहीं रहा है. करेंट सारा होता है, लेकिन करेंट तुमको खुद भी करना पड़ेगा. तुम चाहोगे समय भी ना दे, पढ़े भी ना, सब कुछ हो जाए, हो तो होना नहीं. इसीलिए करंट बच्चे पढ़ते हैं, पेपर पढ़ते नहीं क्योंकि वो समझते नहीं. ठीक है, फिर पढ़ने के लिए मैगजीन पढ़ते लेकिन उसका आउटकम नहीं, तो इसको आप साथ में पढ़ें। पहले स्टेप बाय स्टेप अप्रोच रखें। पहले आप क्लास करें। 6 मंथ्स वाले क्लास कौन करे? जिसको जल्दी खत्म करना है। आपके पास ये भी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, आपको चेंज करना है तो बाद में आप चेंज करना, फाइन। अगर आप बिल्कुल रॉ हैं, आपको ह्यूमैनिटीज का कुछ पता नहीं है, देन गो फॉर राइटिंग, बिकॉज फिलोसफी इज टू बी स्टडीड लाइक मैथ्स। लॉजिक समझना पड़ता है। जो हम मैथ्स में वर्ड्स में बोलते हैं, न्यूमेरल्स यहाँ पे लैंग्वेज में है। वाई हॉब्स विल बी नोन एज स्कॉलर ऑफ इंडिविजुअलिज्म और एब्सोल्यूटिज्म। तो सबसे पहले खुद को जानिए, अपनी नीड जानिए। लेकिन यहाँ पर अगर आप किसी कोर्स में हैं, ऑब्वियसली यू कैन चेंज ऑल्सो, ठीक है। अपनी प्रायोरिटी डिसाइड करो। कोर्स ऐसा कोई भी नहीं होगा जिसमें तुम्हें समझ नहीं आएगा, लेकिन हाँ, इसमें खुद से भी एफर्ट करना होगा, पढ़ना होगा। क्योंकि क्लास में तो 10 बार समझा के फिर लिख रहे हो, वो लिखने वाली प्रोसेस, बिकॉज you can't compromise with the subject matter, you can't compromise with the quality, so where we can have some respite, not writing things in the class. बाकी तो रेगुलर कोर्स है, आप रेगुलर करें। और कुछ? and they will tell you the details. Anything related to political science, anything related to approach towards UPSC, पॉलिटिकल साइंस यूपीएससी, अगर वैसा पूछना है, बाकी जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव और इस तरीके के कितने दिन चलेगा, टाइमिंग वाइमिंग, ये लोग अभी बताएंगे। नो, फॉर पॉल साइंस नो, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। जस्ट declutter your mind, come with an empty mind and just understand, means आपकी पढ़ाई का तरीका क्या रहा है। अगर आप समझ के पढ़ते हैं या बिना समझे पढ़ते हैं, रटने वाले हैं, कैसे, मतलब बिना समझ के रटने वाला है स्टूडेंट है, तो उसका वैसे यूपीएससी के किसी भी स्टेज में नहीं होगा। और अगर आप समझ के पढ़ते हैं, क्योंकि इतना कोई रट नहीं सकता, और रटने वाले क्वेश्चन नहीं होते, तो समझा तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप नहीं समझेंगे, आपको एसेंस रहेगा। पढ़ाना हमारा काम है, वो आपका नहीं। आपका काम पढ़ना है, आपका काम है क्लास में अटेंटिव रहना, अपनी मेंटल स्टेट को सही रखना। समझाने का तो कोई इशू नहीं है। अब यहाँ पे इतना पढ़ पढ़ के ये लोग भी प्लेटो पढ़ा देंगे, ठीक है। तो प्लेटो तो हमारे यहाँ सबको पता है, ठीक है। और अगर इन लोगों से भी पूछ लोगे ना, ये लोग भी बता देंगे। तो वो तुम समझने की दिक्कत, वो हमारा काम है, हमें पता है, हम कर देंगे, ठीक है। आप और पूछिए। सिक्स मंथ्स नो, इट विल नॉट अफेक्ट। सी, you should give yourself time. Be in the race but not in the race. Be in the competition but not completion and understanding is two different things. पहले तो हमारी सोच थोड़ी अलग हो, कोई कोई एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज कुछ नहीं होगा। एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज तब होता है, यूपीएससी की पढ़ाई कोई रॉकेट साइंस है नहीं, लेकिन हम इतना मिथ्स में फंस जाते हैं, हम उन मिथ्स को कभी वेरीफाई नहीं करते हैं, हम कभी इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकर जैसे सोच के नहीं जाते, और उल्टा वो लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि आप इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकर हो, ठीक है। एवरी पर्सन विल हैव सम एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज। what is your biggest advantage is how, what is the state of mind, if there are unnecessary fears, unnecessary concerns, then what happens is you are not giving your 100%. You have to give wherever you are. You have to enjoy your 100%. Because the आप यहाँ आए हैं, मतलब आपने अपना टाइम यूज किया है यहाँ पे, तो ये जो मूवमेंट है ये दोबारा नहीं आएगा. इसमें आप 100% यहाँ प्रेजेंट होने चाहिए. ओके, सो इफ यू आर 100% प्रेजेंट हियर, देयर विल बी नो, आपको इतना बता देंगे कि अगर आप इंटरेस्ट लोगे शुरू में, मान लो आप तो वैसे भी इकोनॉमिक्स के हो, जैसे कोई साइंस वाइंस का लोग, शुरू में तो थोड़ा उन्हें लगता है कि ये आइडिया क्या चल रहा है, ये सब्जेक्टिविटी, लेकिन थोड़े दिन बाद वही लोग और भी अच्छा कर लेते हैं, वो उसके लिए चिंता नहीं करो. एनीथिंग एल्स? हाँ, मैं निकलती हूँ, मेरा क्लास है. और ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं कुछ लोग जैसे जो 12:50 में जाना चाहें, तो शाम का अभी हमने क्या, विच थिंकर वी आर डूइंग, मैकियावेली खत्म कर गया है ना. तो अगर कुछ लोग हैं जो वैसा करना चाहते हैं शाम वाले में, तो उनको एक ऑप्शन दे दो और वो फर्स्ट 3 थिंकर्स उसमें कवर कर लेंगे. ठीक है, चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू सो मच. ओके, थैंक यू. हाँ, इसकी कुछ कॉपीज रखी हैं मैगजीन की, अगर आपको देखना होगा, दे विल शो यू. ओके.
So again, I hope that you have got brief idea about how the course is going to be. Okay. Now, starting from the question that you asked, being from non-political science background, isn't it? Now, if we go by numbers and data, we find that there's no disadvantage as such. In fact, इस साल की जो टॉपर हैं पॉलिटिकल साइंस की, दमनप्रीत अरोरा, शी इज अ सिविल इंजीनियर, शी हैज गॉट 299. 2 years back, the topper in the subject, Utkarsh Dwivedi, was a mechanical engineer. So mostly we see that people from non-pol science background, they have topped the examination. But if you see the data, we have equal mix as such. Now those who are having the pol science background, they have definitely, initially there's some kind of comfort, क्योंकि मे बी आप इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ा है आपने या फिर मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ा है. You must have heard about Plato, Aristotle, but you must not have heard about Gramsci or Hannah Arendt. But in the end, everybody is equally placed, क्योंकि यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में जो पॉल साइंस पढ़ाया भी जा सकता है, उससे आप यूपीएससी के आंसर नहीं लिख सकते, क्योंकि वहाँ पे पेज और टाइम की कमी नहीं रहती है. बट इन यूपीएससी दैट इज लिमिटेड. ओके, नाउ before I explain you the PSIR courses that we have, this is the photo of this year's one of the toppers talk we had. Anybody, किसी को कोई पहचान में आ रहा है कोई टॉपर? हर्षिता गोयल. ठीक है, सो हर्षिता गोयल रैंक 2, स्मित पंचाल रैंक 30 and Manu Garg rank 91. ठीक है. Now I specifically why I added this picture for 2 reasons. First is कि जो मैंने आपके सामने options रखे कि there are different kind of courses you have to opt. Now here we have 3 students, all of them are from different foundation courses. As I told, Harshita is from on-demand course. She was from commerce background and she wanted to complete the syllabus in the faster manner. Therefore, she opted for the PSI, okay, and the on-demand course. एक और कंफ्यूजन रहता है दोज हु आर वाचिंग ऑनलाइन कि क्या दिल्ली आना जरूरी है. शी डिड नॉट कम टू दिल्ली, वडोदरा से ही तैयारी की पूरी. इजंट इट? रैंक 30 स्मित पंचाल, व्हेन ही केम टू टेक एडमिशन, ऐसा ही एक वर्कशॉप के बाद जब एक्चुअली द बैच स्टार्टेड, व्हेन ही केम टू टेक द एडमिशन, द ऑफलाइन बैचेस वर फुल, देयर वाज नो स्पेस. ही केप्ट ऑन सिटिंग आउटसाइड द क्लास कि मेरे को ऑफलाइन ही करना, बिकॉज देयर आर सम पीपल जिनको ऑनलाइन समझने में प्रॉब्लम होती है. It depends upon the personality. He said कि सर कैसे भी करो मेरे को ऑफलाइन ही कोर्स लेना है, मैं ऑनलाइन नहीं ले सकता. and then we made an arrangement for him. He did offline. So he's from the foundation course July batch offline. And Manu Garg, because Manu Garg again rank 91, he is differently abled, he is 100% blind. Okay. So because of his situation, it was not possible for him to come to the offline classes, and therefore he opted for the tablet course. Okay. Now what his case is why special, because his blindness was not from birth. He developed it only from class 7 and 8. क्योंकि जब हम birth से वो problem deal करते हैं, then body will learn how to. But he started developing it from class 7 and 8. And then again, he was an intelligent kid. It was difficult how to manage the education. His mother played an instrumental role. तो जो lectures जाते थे, यहाँ से relay होते tablet में, he used to listen. His mother used to make notes. And then his mother used to read out those notes so that he could revise. अब एक confusion और students को होता है कि sir, we have done the graduation. Should we continue the higher studies, that means masters, or should we go dedicatedly for the UPSC? Now in this, the example of Manu again works. He did his graduation from Hindu College, Delhi University. He did his master from JNU, School of International Studies. ये parallelly चलता रहा. And he also enrolled for the PhD. So when the results came, he was doing his PhD in the South Asian studies. So that means parallelly things can work. Now the point I want to bring home is that out of the courses that you have, I have given you, anyone which suits better. The ultimate idea is that you have to, at the end of the day, you have to complete this particular course. I think most of you are targeting 26 only. कोई 27 का भी है, 27. Now if you are from 27, if I believe that if you don't have the problem of time limit नहीं है आपके पास, then you should go for the 9 months course. Again, as ma'am has also emphasized, there is no difference between the two courses. In 9 months course, आपने notes की बात की ना, notes हाँ. So in in the 6 months course, हाँ, आपने किस चीज़ में? Current affair material, we are providing this magazine. This magazine will go. ठीक है. This magazine will go with both the 9 months and 6 months courses. In 6 months course, we will be providing you the handwritten notes, जो कि class notes ही होते हैं. Okay. Now here we have, if you see the PSIR courses, we have foundation courses जैसे मैंने बताया, the postal correspondence, the on-demand course, 9 months and 6 months PSIR courses. Answer writing programs होते हैं, year long भी होते हैं, and we have the crash course also, जो कि हम देखेंगे later on. Now the 9 months, 6 months and 9 months courses. In 6 months course, in both the courses we are going to cover the syllabus fully. The same teachers will be covering the syllabus. Then here the only thing is that here we are skipping the dictation part. Here we are also providing you a tablet so that you can do the classes if you want in the hybrid. Okay. Here you can choose either. Either you can go for the tablet course or in the offline course, in the classroom mode. If you miss lecture in the classroom mode, we have arrangement at the premises that we will show you the lectures. So ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके lectures यहाँ पे छूट जाएंगे, right? So this is 6 months and 9 months course. There's a difference in pricing also. Here, if you are opting for the online one, it is 25, how much? 29,990, 30,000. And if you are opting for the offline mode, it is 40,000. This is priced at 60,500 or 64,000, whichever mode you are selecting from. Then on-demand course, as I told, कौन से lectures होंगे? वो lectures जो कि जून में जो batch खत्म हुआ उनके lectures होंगे. कितने lectures हैं? There are 276 lectures. Okay. And क्या validity है? 1 year. What is the fee? 53,000. Here we don't have the doubt sessions as such, क्योंकि ये course उनके लिए है जो either they are in some job, they don't have the time to do the regular courses, so it is a standalone course in itself. Okay. The 1250 course somebody आप पूछ रहे थे. So here the combination of the courses that we are targeting 1250 marks, PSIR के 500, then essay 250, GS2 and ethics. So we are targeting 1250. What is the fee for this? It is 66,500. So if you have decided to take, let us say, other optional course of 60,500, you can upgrade it to 66,500. ठीक है, सेम PSIR एग्जैक्टली सेम रहता है, अलग से थोड़ी क्लास होता है. इसमें जो PSIR वाला कंपोनेंट रहेगा आपका 9 मंथ्स का रहेगा, वो एग्जैक्टली वो सेम रहेगा. लाइव बाकी की क्लासेस वी हैव द लाइव और रिकॉर्डेड, बट लाइव है, इट इज लाइव. ठीक है. देयर इज अनदर प्रोग्राम दैट इज इंटीग्रेटेड GS. इसमें क्या है कि पूरा GS कवर्ड, पूरा GS, essay and PSIR, and we have also included the answer writing program into this. This is priced at 1 lakh rupees. Okay, ये सारे कोर्स कॉम्बिनेशन है. एनीथिंग दैट यू वांट टू आस्क, एनीथिंग? This one 1 lakh rupees. It is 1 lakh rupees. Again, one clarification, यदि कुछ लोगों को यदि डाउट है कि 25,000 वाला, सॉरी 30,000 वाला कोर्स ले 6 मंथ्स वाला या फिर 9 मंथ्स वाला, then one thing what we can do is that you can start with the 6 months course. If you feel that मेरे को नहीं प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, then we give you option that you'll have to come back to us within 5 lectures. Then we can upgrade you by taking the difference amount to the 9 months course. और कोई क्वेश्चन? आपको कोई क्वेश्चन? और कोई क्वेश्चन? It would be that if the lecture is happening now, it will be available for 2 days. आपको उसमें देखना होता है. If you miss there, then again we have a section of exceptional lectures, जहाँ पे 20 lectures होते हैं throughout the course, जिसमें आप देख सकते हैं. So ऐसा नहीं है कि lecture अभी से हमेशा तक रहेंगे. They are available only for 48 hours. आप या तो लाइव देख लो या फिर within 48 hours आप कभी भी देख लो. फिर भी छूट जाता है, then there are exceptional lectures, 20 exceptional lectures you can watch from that. और कोई डाउट? नहीं, आंसर राइटिंग सेपरेट, मैंने बताया ना वो सेपरेट है. और अभी आई थिंक स्टार्ट ऑफ द कोर्स में आप आंसर राइटिंग करेंगे भी नहीं, दैट इज अ सेपरेट. हाँ, जियो फेंसिंग है. जियो फेंसिंग विद इन 5 किलोमीटर, द टैबलेट्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. ऑन डिमांड कोर्स में जियो फेंसिंग नहीं है. ऑन डिमांड जो कोर्स है उसमें कोई जियो फेंसिंग, देन इट विल वर्क. इट विल वर्क. तो ऑन डिमांड कोर्स में विच ईयर आर यू टारगेटिंग? 27. तो ऑन जियो इट इज ऑन डिमांड कोर्स में कोई जियो फेंसिंग नहीं. That is included into that 1250 में. Along with these courses, there's a free Samsung tablet also. Maybe you'll be going for? When you go to give the exam, you'll write a mail, we'll switch you to the online mode. When you come back, again you can come to the offline. Okay. Anything else? Geofencing is basically that if you are within 5 kilometers of radial distance from the institute, then the tablet does not work. ठीक है, then the tablet does not work. Geofencing का ये मतलब. ठीक है, ऑन डिमांड कोर्स केवल काम करता है, रेस्ट ऑफ द कोर्सेज डू नॉट वर्क. इफ यू आर विद इन, देन यू शुड बी कमिंग टू द प्रीमाइसेस फॉर ऑफलाइन क्लासेस. नहीं, it will not be in the, it will be live and then it will be in the recordings also. ऑफलाइन भी होगा, फिर रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी इसके मिल जाएंगे. अब जैसे ऐसे के कुछ क्लासेस है, तो सम लेक्चर्स हैव ऑलरेडी हैपेंड, so those lectures will not be done again because GS2 lectures it is happening. I think is Shubhanshu there? I think in that 5 to 6 lectures have happened. Those lectures will not happen again. Okay, so they will be given in the recording. Rest of the lectures will be given going forward. Okay. Anything else? Should we conclude? Okay, thank you.